Welcome to Cherryblossom Yoga. I'm Robin Dinerman, and this is a half-hour Hatha Yoga class for beginning and continuing students. I hope you'll join me. Today I'd like to talk a bit about arthritis. And at this point in my life and in the lives of my students, we're really feeling it in the fingers, the feet, especially the toes. I see in my classes people who cannot flex their toes, and I try to include some gentle movements that will help the toes, the fingers, and the hands regain and maybe maintain some flexibility that you had before. So I want to emphasize, I was taught through the Arthritis Foundation, push through the pain, but use your good judgment as to how far or how much you need to feel before you say, okay, this is too much for me. So you can do what I'm going to do, except for the rocking back and forth on the feet in your chair, but you could also move your feet around, shake them if you prefer to sit. I'm going to stay standing for the first part of this class, and I hope you'll join me. We're going to start with our feet and do a forward and backward movement so that you're up on the balls of your feet and back on the heels. Now I'm on a very cushy surface, so I can't go as far as I would like to because I want to maintain my balance. So you see when I'm back on the heels, the toes are up, the arms are forward, and then I'm coming forward onto the balls of my feet and the arms are back. So it's a fluid movement. I would do it kind of slowly because it forces you to concentrate on your balance. If you go quickly, you might do the movements, but you're not really getting the benefits of the longer stretches. So forward and back, and then we'll turn the feet outwards. So you're affecting the ankles and the soles of your feet. It's like a little massage for the soles of your feet, rolling in and out and in and out. So these are movements you could do anytime during the day if you want to take a break or if you feel like you need a stretch from top to toe, or maybe your feet just need a good relaxation. Turning the toes under and rocking from big toe back to the first, and then stretching the toes in the opposite direction. And then turning the toes under and stretching, and turning the toes under and stretching. And then what you might do is just shake your feet out as if you were shaking water off your feet, just to get the circulation going, and also a little bit of balance here. So we're back to center in Tadasana, the basic standing pose. You're solid, connecting with the earth, standing tall. Your spine is straight, the crown of your head lifts up to the ceiling. And now bring your attention to your nose and pull the cool, dry air up your nostrils, down your throat, and visualize it filling your lungs. Feel the expansion of the rib cage and allow your belly to round as if it were taking in air. Exhaling, tighten the belly and let the air out as if it were a whispered sigh, like a soft whispered ha from the back of your throat. And that allows you to slow down your out breath. So we want a deep in breath and extended out breath. I hope you find time to practice that during your day. The deep breathing is a nice vacation. It cleanses your mind, it refreshes you, and gives you new energy. Bringing your hands together in prayer pose, I'm going to move the heels of the palms away. So I'm really stretching the fingers out. And remember, what we're doing is affecting the joints, trying to keep our joints mobile, moving. And then I'd like to do a soft fist. Now, I caution people to do a soft fist rather than a tight fist. I think it's better for you and also less chance it'll hurt. So you're making the soft fist, and now I'm going to do something that I've learned working with a student of mine who has Parkinson's disease. We're going to open the fingers, stretch the palms, spread the fingers as wide as you can, and hold for a bit. And then let the hand relax, fingers relax, make a soft fist, and then open. And then soften, soft fist again. I do about 10 of these every morning. And then I add tucking the thumb in. Now I do this very gently, and then open, and then tuck in a soft fist, and open. And then I like to add some more yoga into this. So my arms are out in T position. I'm going to turn the palms up and spread the fingers apart. So my hands are open, fingers spread, but they're facing the ceiling. Then I'm going to relax. Turn the arms in the other direction so you feel the movement in your shoulder blades and in your shoulder joint. And then relax, and then open, and turn and open. So you'll feel some movement in your fingers, like energy or circulation, because this gets the blood moving. I'm going to turn the palms up, reach up a little higher, let my eyes look up a little higher, and then release. Letting the arms float down, coming up again a little higher. Feel the lift of the rib cage. Let your eyes look up. You don't need to lift the chin, maybe just a little. And you're rotating the hand backward, and now forward, and backward and forward. Releasing, stretching, and then soften everything. Let the arms float down to your sides. Palms inward, standing tall, eyes closed. And scan your body. My hands feel like they're going to float right up to the ceiling right now. I feel a little tingle in each hand. They feel like light as feathers. And one little movement I've been including lately is hands at the lower back. And this is a chest expander with the tailbone tucked under. And then I release. So opening the chest, drawing the elbows back, tightening the buttocks, and tucking the tailbone underneath, taking a deep breath, and release. And release. And shake your hands out as if you were shaking water off your fingertips. And I hope that you learned a little bit today. You have some movements to practice that will help your circulation and hopefully ease some of your arthritic adjustments. We're going to take a short break from Cherryblossom Yoga. We're going to be on the floor to continue. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to Cherryblossom Yoga. Now we're on the floor or in your chair if you wish, except probably better on the floor. We're going to do some movements to stretch the lower back, and also that will positively affect the sciatica nerve. I notice a lot of my students really enjoy these postures and stretches. I hope you will too. So we're going to come down onto our backs and make sure it's comfortable for your back. And bring the heels in. We're going to bring the right knee in and arms or hands on the leg, and you're pulling the knee toward the shoulder. So that's the alignment you want now. And remember, as you're moving, you want a slow movement in and a slow movement out. So the out movement is your in breath. And pulling in, out breath, exhale. So you can feel on the right side now, you're getting a nice, really gentle massage for the lower back. And then we're switching to the other side, the other leg, pulling the knee in toward the shoulder, in the direction of the shoulder. And you might find that one leg is more open than the other. That's perfectly normal. Then we're going to cross. This is my right ankle over the left thigh. And the ankle bone is outside of the flesh of the thigh because we're going to push down. Left hand, I want to take my hand like this, placing the thumb on the inside of my foot, the sole, and gently twist the foot away. So you're getting some movement into the ankle, and also you're massaging the sole of the foot. So you can move your hand around a bit as you do this. At the same time, your right hand goes into the inner thigh, and you're pushing the leg away, twisting the foot away, and releasing. So you're getting some movement into the hip joint. And then you're massaging the bones or the muscles of the feet, moving the bones slightly. So hip flexibility is part of keeping your posture and your balance. A lot of what we do in yoga stabilizes the spine and promotes good posture. Now at this point, I'm going to bring the knee, we had it to the shoulder, I'm going to try to bring it more to center. So I have to use the strength of my arms. Make sure your neck is comfortable and pull the knee in toward your breastbone. Now I'm about 4 or 5 inches away, so it's not perfection that we strive for, it's the direction. And I'm getting a huge generalized stretch into the hip, the thigh through almost to the hamstring. And this you can hold and breathe. Feel the stretch. Remember to go back to what you were doing. So you might do this a few times, pressing away, and then crossing over. So these are good also for the sciatica nerve. Good stretch. Direct your breath to where you feel the stretch. So as you inhale, it's as if you were taking the air right into those muscles that are stretching. And you're breathing out and you're letting go of the tension. And now release. Bring the right foot to the floor and cross the left ankle over. So I've repositioned my foot so it's more toward the sit bone and hopefully more under the knee. And the ankle bone is outside of the thigh. I'm going to take the thumb and start massaging the sole of the foot and gently turning the foot away so I feel it not only in the ankle and the foot. I didn't mention this before, but this movement also goes into the hip. So you're pressing and twisting. And then cross the knee over. So it's more in line with your center line or your breastbone, and using the strength of your arms. And once again, you'll feel that one side is different. So each time you exhale in any asana, any posture, when you exhale, you might move more into what you perceive to be the ideal posture. And what happens as you're doing this, you're warming up the muscles, you're stretching them, they become more elastic. You allow your body to accept the stretch. A lot of this is mental, I think. And going back to the twisting and pressing the knee away. And again, crossing over, pulling the leg in. You might find it's much easier this time. Now, I notice my shoulders are starting to creep up, so draw your shoulders away from your ears. Your neck should feel free. And another good asana for the sciatica nerve is called scissors. And I will do it to the front first. So I'm rolling onto my side, my right side. I'm bringing the left leg over and I'm taking the calf and moving the foot up little by little, trying to keep my right leg on the mat so it's like the scissors. And this is a wonderful stretch for the sciatica nerve. And your left arm you can place on your leg. If you want to add a stretch, bring it over your ear. And then slowly come out of it, rolling on to your left side. And the left hand takes the right leg. Again, gently moving. So I'm trying to get lined up with the mat. Gently moving the foot higher and higher, bringing the arm on my side. And with each breath, remember you can let go of tension. And slowly come out, rolling onto your back, centering yourself on the mat again. And one more for the hips and also the groin. Supta Baddha Konasana, seated angle pose. So I have the soles of my feet together. And what happens in this position is that I'm going with my arms parallel to each other. I'm going to press the thighs apart and breathe very, very deeply. Now let's prepare for the relaxation. You can lie down in Shavasana, the corpse pose, palms turned up to the ceiling, or you can place a hand over your navel, whatever's comfortable for you. Take off your glasses, put a blanket over your body, and for the next several minutes, enjoy the space you've created for yourself, in which all your energies come into balance: body, mind, spirit, emotions, harmony, and peace. Let your awareness return to your body and your breath. Bring your arms over your head. Allow your back to arch and take a deep breath. Give yourself a good stretch. Then bring your both knees up. Press your feet into the mat. Roll onto your side. Let your head sink down onto your arm. You can bring your knees in, almost like a fetal posture. When you feel that you're ready, use your top hand to press the floor away. Walk your hands back to your body and come into a seated position. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're feeling wonderful. And I hope you can carry that feeling with you into your day, into your week, into your life. Namaste.